the gross hair today. I've been organizing and spring cleaning most of the day, but my kids are outside playing, so I thought I would sit down and just film a quick video. And today I'm going to film a 50 facts about me. A lot of you subscribers are new in the past month or so, so I thought it'd be fun for you all to get to know me. So if this is your first time visiting, make sure you subscribe and give this video a thumbs up. Let's get started. Alright, so my first fact is I have an identical twin sister. We have a couple of videos planned together, so hopefully you all will see her soon here on my channel. I was born in Honolulu, Hawaii. I currently live in Utah, and I have also lived in North Carolina and Alaska. I have two kids. Quinn is 1.5 years and Duncan is 3. This May I will have been married for 7 years. My favorite foods are Mexican and barbecue, so Texas has some of the best food I have ever eaten. I have a cookie weakness and I love to bake, so when I bake cookies and nobody else is home, it's kind of a problem because I can eat basically half a batch by myself throughout a couple of hours during the day. I graduated from Brigham Young University with a degree in physiology and developmental biology. My favorite color to wear is gray. My husband hates it. He's always like, why can't you wear white or black? Gray is so boring. But I just love gray, and I probably have a dozen gray t-shirts. I was voted most unique in high school, which is pretty ironic since, like I said, I have an identical twin sister. I belong to the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints, and that is more commonly known as the Mormon Church. I love Christmas. I especially love Christmas music, and I listen to it probably half of the year, but really anything Christmas, I love Christmas. Speaking of Christmas, when I was in first grade, I believe, I remember my music teacher teaching our class about all of the different traditions of Santa Claus throughout the world and the different things Santa would do, like leaving toys and shoes on some kids' doorsteps. And I remember thinking, like, she's lying to us. There's only one Santa, and he goes all over the world and visits all of the countries, and there's just one. And now that I think back about it, I think that is a really bad idea to teach 5- and 6-year-olds about the different Santas. My favorite season is fall, but I also love winter just because I think snow is so beautiful. My favorite color is mint green. My favorite ice cream most of the time is cookies and cream. I have driven across the country 3 times with my family growing up. My dad was in the Coast Guard, so when we moved from Hawaii to North Carolina, we flew to Washington and then drove. And then we moved to Alaska. We drove from North Carolina to Alaska. And when we moved back to North Carolina, we drove back from Washington again to North Carolina. The only other country I've been to besides the United States is Canada, and that is actually where my husband is from. So we go up usually once a year, sometimes we don't make it, and occasionally we're able to make it up twice a year. I really love to sew and craft. In high school, I was super nerdy. I didn't play any sports, and I was very shy, but I was part of a million clubs. To name a few: the Latin Club, the Math Club, the Science Club, the National Honor Society, and the National Art Honor Society. I am super sensitive, so I cry really easy and I get my feelings hurt easy. Most of the time I hate it. In big groups, I am really shy, but if I feel comfortable, I am really chatty. So when I talk to my husband especially, I do like 90% of the talking. I love cats, and I'm probably a future crazy cat lady. One of my pet peeves is when I'm riding in the car with somebody and they have the windshield wipers on way too high for how little it's raining. I am a super messy person. I don't like a dirty kitchen or a dirty bathroom drives me crazy, but I just have stuff and clutter everywhere. Kind of drives my husband crazy. I love to go camping and I love the outdoors, especially the mountains and the pine trees. But I hate exercising, so I'm not a huge fan of going on hikes or things like that. I got a perfect score on the math section of my ACT when I was in high school, and math, especially calculus, were probably my favorite subject when I was in high school. And I loved to paint and to draw. I guess I still like it, but I haven't painted consistently or regularly for years. I really want to get back into it, but it's just so hard to find the time with little kids running around. I love reality TV shows. They are my weakness. I don't like ones like The Real Housewives or Jersey Shore, but I love shows like Survivor is one of my favorites. Any reality show that has to do with cooking. Top Chef is my favorite, or Project Runway. I am 5'8". My first job was as a housekeeper at a hotel one summer with my sister, and I hated it. There's a few songs that were constantly on that summer that I would listen to on VH1 while I cleaned, and one of them is Umbrella by Rihanna, and then the other one is Big Girls Don't Cry by Fergie. And I don't think those are particularly good songs anyway, but especially because of that summer, I cannot stand when I hear those songs. It just like brings back the memories of the smell of the hotel and cleaning and just how much I hated that job. People in masks really creep me out, so I hate haunted houses. Even like high school or college mascots, if they get too close to me and you can like see inside the darkness of the mask, I just think they're so creepy. One of my most embarrassing moments was when I was in college. I was at an 80s dance and I was jumping around like crazy dancing, and I elbowed a guy in the face, and I look over and it happened to be this guy I had a huge crush on, and he was 6'4". I'm not quite sure how my elbow reached all the way up to his face, but we didn't really know each other, and after that, anytime he saw me, he would just grab his face and point to me. "You hurt me!" So needless to say, my crush went nowhere after that. I started out as a math major in college, but after a few classes at BYU, I decided I didn't like math or the way they taught math as much as I thought I did, so I switched. If I could go back and redo college, I think I would go for graphic design or possibly art. My birthmark is on my bum. When I was little, I was super self-conscious about it. When I would go swimming, I was always so afraid people could see through my wet swimsuit and see my birthmark on my bum. My gag reflex is super sensitive, especially when people spit or hawk loogies. I can't even talk about it without getting grossed out or throwing up. Ugh. Even my kids cleaning up when they're sick, oh, it's the worst. If I could live anywhere, I would love to live in Coeur d'Alene, Idaho. That is where my dad and his wife live, and it's absolutely beautiful. There's mountains and pine trees everywhere and lakes. So in the summer we go boating, and winter snowboarding, and they get a ton of snow, and it gets pretty warm in the summer as well, and it is just so beautiful. I really like really flat pillows. My pillow is like this thick. I don't even know how old it is. It's probably so old and so disgusting, but I can't replace it with a new one because a new one will be way too fluffy, so I just keep my old, nasty, but super flat pillow, and I love it. I have never broken a bone or gotten stitches. I really love Harry Potter. I lose my phone all the time. It's ridiculous. I don't know how many times I have used Find My iPhone on my computer and played the little ding and searched around my house trying to listen to Find My phone. I pretty much lose everything all of the time. My wallet and my keys disappear on me. My favorite pizza toppings are pepperoni, pineapple, and mushroom. Even all together, it's delicious. My shoe size is a size 8. It has gone up about half a size from having kids. I used to be a pretty consistent 7.5, but now I'm definitely an 8. And my hair is naturally curly, but again, from having kids, it seemed to have straightened out quite a bit. But I feel like lately it has gotten some of its curl back, so I need to try to wear it in its natural curliness a little more often to see if I can revive them. I really love roller coasters, but I get motion sickness really easy. So car rides, especially on windy roads, are really no fun for me. A cherry limeade at Sonic is probably my favorite drink. And the last fact I have for you is, so my name is Vivian Eileen, Vivian is named after my aunt, my mom's sister, and Eileen is after her best friend growing up. So I hope you all enjoyed this video and I didn't ramble on too much and you just got to get to know me a little bit better. Like I said earlier, if you're not subscribed, make sure you do so and give this video a thumbs up. I'll talk to you later. Bye!